Welcome back to STL TV Live. I'm Tim Lampley. Joining me in the studio is Kelly Jackson from News Channel 5, someone I've had the pleasure of knowing over a dozen years. Her poise and class is evident on and off camera. She's here to talk about her venture called AARFF.com. And
I can't believe we've known each other for 12 years.
Forever.
That's crazy.
Probably more than that, really.
I know.
I don't want to talk about that.
Okay.
But you know what? Before I get into what AARFF.com is, let me talk to the people about the fact that you actually left town and then came back. And a lot of people see you now, but they remember that you actually left for a time. You were anchoring with Karen Foss, in fact, earlier on.
Right.
How did that happen?
Right. So Karen and I anchored the 5 p.m. together. Of course, she did also the 10 p.m.
Right.
But shortly after she retired, I left Channel 5 and went to a station in Sacramento, which is also owned by Gannett, which is also owned by Channel 5.
Channel 5, yeah.
And I became the morning anchor in Sacramento. And I was there for 2 years. And that's when AARFF.com was starting to become more of a reality. I love pets. The first dog I had was in St. Louis, the first dog I've ever owned, thanks to Jennifer Blom, because who's also an anchor at Channel 5.
Right.
She's a huge pet advocate, and once I saw her
with
her pets, I was like, you know what? I want a pet. And so I got a dog, and so I thought, I want to move back to St. Louis. My mother had passed away, and I really wanted to start my own business. And I wanted it to be pet related. So I left Sacramento.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
That's okay. And moved to St. Louis. And so I do that during the week. I run AARFF.com. And you'll still see me on KSDK.
Well, that's the thing I was about to say, is that people see you on the weekend, but they don't necessarily see you during the week all the time.
Occasionally.
And it is because, folks, she has AARFF.com. And it concerns senior pets. Why senior pets?
Because of my dog. At the time, he was around 13. And I ran into a lady when I was in California. We were just walking along, and we stopped, and she had a dog, and she's like, oh, your dog's so cute. How old is he? And I said, he's 13. And she goes, oh. And she felt like, she felt sorry for him. I'm like, don't feel sorry for him. He's still moving around and hopping around and very vibrant.
Still barking a little bit.
Yeah, he's still kicking. And so I thought, I was looking for resources for Miko, and I couldn't find everything under one roof.
Miko is your dog at the time.
Right, Miko, my dog at the time, who passed away last year. And so I thought, why don't I start something where you can find everything, and it doesn't have to be doom and gloom about a dog who's getting older, but have resources and everything you need to know about senior dogs.
And this is great because I went to the website yesterday, and I said, this is an incredible site and resource for people. So explain to people what they would do in order to get information about AARFF.com.
Okay, well, our tagline is celebrating senior pets. And so what we do, I edit original stories for AARFF. So we have fun things and wellness. We have a veterinarian who is on, the word didn't come out right. We have a veterinarian on staff. Her name is Dr. Stacy Wallach. She owns Town and Country Veterinary Hospital in the St. Louis area. So I just don't dole out, health information. We have someone who is an expert, and it's really important to have someone like that, especially as your dog gets older.
You had fashion for senior dogs too.
Honey, we do fashion. I review products. We do giveaways every Wednesday. Really anything, even a little celebrity news every once in a while.
So you can use that word that starts with an F that you love to use, not the bad word, the one.
Fabulous. And yes, it is.
So the inspiration behind this was Miko.
Right.
And we're going to take a break, but when we come back, we're going to meet Miko, everyone. I'm sorry, we're going to meet LaRue.
My new dog, LaRue.
Her new dog.
Yes.
Miko passed away.
Yes, that's
We're going to meet LaRue. So we are going to take a real quick break, but when we come back, can't wait. You want to stay tuned. And remember, keep up with STL TV and all the great events going on around St. Louis. Friend us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can always watch us streaming live on STLtv.net also. Kelly Jackson and LaRue coming up after the break.